Welcome to week 5, day 4. Today we're going to continue our learning on fractions. Our learning goal is I can investigate fractions by representing fair shares as equal pieces of the whole. So let's review the vocabulary words that we learned this week and will continue using. So we have fraction, a part of a whole. Or today we're going to use it as a part of the whole. Okay. Fair share, sharing the whole equally. Equal, having the same amount. Half, one of two equal parts of the whole. As we began this week, we used whole as one whole piece. But today, we're going to use whole as equal pieces. So our whole will be pieces of things. And we're going to use a tool. We all remember what this is, right? This is our number bond. Okay, so we have used our number bond to help us tell the whole and the different parts. When we're talking about numbers, say we had 3 and we told a part that was 2 and 1. But we're going to use our number bond to help us with fractions so we can share our whole, which today is going to be in pieces or a group of pieces, as equal parts. So we're going to use our number bond mat to help us set up. Today we're going to share among 2 shares. So I'll be a share and someone else will be a share, or I will share with you. Okay, so I'm going to use these 2 plates as my parts, and then I still have my whole left to help me count and stay organized. Today, I had to go to school, and my teacher told me to grab a handful of cubes to share with my partner and myself. So I grabbed a handful. This is my group or my whole, because this is what I started with. Let's find out how many we started with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have 17 cubes in front of me, and I have to be able to share them equally with myself and my neighbor. So could I take this pile of 10 and put it on my plate, and then take this pile of 7 and put it on my plate, and that would be equal? No, because I would have 10 and my neighbor would only have 7. So it wouldn't be equal. So let's put this pile of 10 back. And this pile of 7 back. Okay. One way that we can show and share equally is by counting aloud. Okay, so 1 for me, 1 for my neighbor. 1 for me, 1 for my neighbor. I now have 2. 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. How come I didn't say 1 for me and 1 for my neighbor? Right, because I want to know by the time I'm finished how many we both have, so I don't have to recount them. It's always good to recount, but as a way to make sure you have equal amounts, you can say the number that you already have. So I have 5 and my neighbor has 5. Let's keep going. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Hey, we only have 1 left over. Now what do we do with it? Can I add this one to my pile? Would that be equal? Because we're doing FairShare. My pile now has 9 and my neighbor's pile has 8. Nope. I can't add this one. We can't cut it in half. So we each have half of this piece. So this is a piece that we cannot include in our pile because this would make one of the piles have more. And it wouldn't be equal. I was at home and my brother had some candy that he was willing to share with me, but we didn't know how many pieces we each got. So I said, let's count them. So let's put all our candy in our hole of our number bond. Okay, so it's a lot of candy. That means that we could get equal amounts. But let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 pieces. So my brother and I are going to FairShare. So that means that by the time we're finished counting, we should both have equal amounts. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so we were able to share the candy equally and we each have 5 pieces. We started off with 10 and we could say that 5 is half of 10. So 10, 5 and 5. So half of the 10 would be given to me and half of the 10 would be given to my brother. We both have an equal amount. So half of 10 is, right, 5. That's the whole we started off with. And we wanted to share it equally. So now we each have 5 to gobble up in our bellies. Okay. I'm looking to pack my lunch. And my sister and I both want the fruit cups. But that's how many are all left over. How many do you see? Right, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 fruit cups left. So my sister and I both want fruit cups in our lunchbox. But that means that if we both want it, we need to share it equally. So how can we show half, where I have half of the fruit cups and she has half of the fruit cups? Would we open all of them and then divide it that way? No, that could be a way. Imagine you drawing your line down the middle or across. How many fruit cups would my sister have? And how many fruit cups would I get? Okay, so imagine we're drawing our line down the middle. And now we have half. Okay, so we start off with 4. And now 1, 1, 2, 2. My sister gets 2 and I get 2. I have a bag of animal crackers. Now my brother wants some and my little brother wants some. My big brother wants some and my little brother wants some. But if they each go in the bag, how do you know who shared it equally? So let's help our brothers out. My brothers out by counting all the animal crackers that's in this bag. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, oops, and 20. Okay, so as you can see, I was counting and I have big pieces and then I have some little pieces. But when you're eating animal crackers, all the pieces count. So we have 20 pieces of animal crackers. That's the whole that we're starting off with. So let's see if we can figure out how many pieces my brothers get. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the bigger pieces. Make sure everybody gets them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty, we're left with the small pieces. 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we start off with 20, and half go to my brother, which he now has 10, and the other half goes to my little brother, and he also has 10. So we were able to fair share our animal crackers, so each of my brothers gets 10 pieces. Thanks for counting with me. Okay, I saved the best for last. Then this one. Okay, this is the very last Pop-Tart in the house. I want a piece, and my sister wants a piece. But we both can't have this one because there's only one package left. Only one package left. How are we each going to be able to share this one package? And we learned earlier in the week we cut it in half. Yeah. But our package of Pop-Tarts also has how many Pop-Tarts? 1, 2. So our whole Pop-Tarts, we have 2 Pop-Tarts. So that means my sister gets one and I get one, and we don't have to cut our Pop-Tarts in half because we each now get one piece of the whole. So we started off with 2 Pop-Tarts. My sister gets one Pop-Tart and I get the other one. So now we have a whole Pop-Tart. A piece. 1. So half of the whole, which is 1, and the other half of the whole, which is also 1. Okay. So today we investigated fractions by sharing our pieces equally and continuing to fair share. Okay. And one way we were able to fair share was making sure that we had half to give to another person, another sharer. For the practice set, you're going to draw to show how 2 sharers can have equal pieces. Write the number of pieces shown. In the first box is the number 6. And then you have a blank space and these 2 dotted circles. I think of the circles as plates. In your blank space, you can draw 6 circles or 6 shapes of your choice. Then you're going to draw on the plates how many would one person get and how many would the other person get. In your heart box, you're going to count up how many hearts there are and then write the number in the oval. Let's count out how many hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're going to write the number 11 in the oval. Now you're going to draw the circles or hearts on the plates to show how many would each person get. How many hearts would the first person get, and how many hearts would the second person get? You're going to do the same for 9 at the bottom and the picture of candies that kind of look like the candies from the lesson. Count up your candies, write the number in the oval, and then share equally for each of the 2 plates. How many would one person get? How many would the second person get? Okay, don't forget to share your work. I can't wait to see how your thinking went today. How did you do with learning today? Were you able to meet the learning goal for today? Alrighty, I can investigate fractions by representing fair shares as equal pieces of the whole. So we did a lot of sharing with 2 people, which were our 2 shares, to make sure that they were equal. And when you're counting out your pieces, you start off with the whole, our number bond. You start off with the whole, and you're able to count out the equal parts. Sometimes you might have one left over, and that just means that you can't share it with that person because you're working on fair share, making sure everything is equal. So I want you guys to work on your practice set. Take your time. Have fun. See you later.